Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okie dokie. All right, I should be rolling live in about 3 minutes, John. All right, John. I'm going to start rolling in 20 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome in everybody here to another edition of Lady Pirate Basketball. We are here in Boise, Idaho at Bishop Kelly High School getting ready for the state tournament. Yes, the girls have punched their ticket here to be able to fight for their right to go ahead and get as far into the state championship game or state championship tournament as they possibly can. The sky is the limit for the Westside Pirates. They're going to be taking on the Ririe Bulldogs, a team from a conference they played quite often in the regular season, but this will be the first meeting between these two teams on the year in basketball, and it's going to be really interesting. A lot of different components to this. A lot of these girls you obviously know from our coverage back during volleyball time. Almost a lot of copy and paste type of names that you'll be seeing from when we were calling the volleyball going across the net. Out in Ririe, a very formidable opponent in volleyball, and here they are as the number 4 seed against the number 5 seeded Westside Pirates. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors. Get into the pregame show today, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. If you want to go ahead and listen to us, you can only find us on 105.5 KACH here today. If you want to use our audio, go ahead and use our audio. The NFHS has the exclusivity video rights here in Bishop Kelly and as part of the state tournament, brought to you by Real Dairy. Let's go ahead and take this break. Go ahead and thank our sponsors. We'll come back and tell you about these teams going into it. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere here on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics here in Boise, the state tournament, girls basketball.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process?
Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Welcome in, everybody, here again to another edition of Westside Lady Pirate Basketball. We have punched our ticket to state, and we are here at the Bishop Kelly High School, home of the Knights, as we get ready for the first round of the state tournament. My goodness, where do we even begin? Special shout out and thank you to Crumble Cookies, our friends and pregame show sponsor, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. It's time for the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. Talking a little bit about both of these teams, Ririe and Westside. The districts, District 5 and District 6 and 2A, know each other very, very well. Obviously, a lot of carryover. These teams have played a lot of common opponents, but they have not played each other on the year during basketball season. So it's going to be a very interesting one. Let's go ahead and talk about the Lady Bulldogs. They are led by senior Brianna Scott, averaging 11.7 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and 2 assists. Brianna is that type of player that dominates the ball. She facilitates, and she's also a score-first type of point guard and ball handler here for the Ririe Bulldogs. She's going to have to be someone that we have to keep an eye on tonight. The Bulldogs score about 46 points per game, but only give up about 39. That's due to the fact that their defense can change at any moment. They're so good about going in and out of defenses. They can go ahead and change at any one point. Go to man, full court, half court trap. The head coach Jake Landon really knows how to pull his girls in and out of that defense, and it gives a lot of teams fits, and it's done that on the year. Interesting to note, the Ririe Bulldogs, have not lost a game since a 57-43 loss to Malad on December 20th. That is a 15-game winning streak that the Bulldogs are currently on. They started the year 4-5, and ever since that point, they have just gone on an absolute tear and have, caught fire mid-December, really figured out who they are and their identity. And they're going to be playing a really tough game against the Pirates tonight, who come off of a huge momentum-building win in the state play-in game out in Pocatello versus the North Fremont Huskies. That was the third meeting between the Pirates and the Huskies, and guess what? Third time's the charm for the Pirates. They get the win 33-31 in a nail-biter at the very end that came down to the very last moments. Westside able to conjure up enough offense and stellar defense to kind of bottle up North Fremont and the shooters and the hot hands for the Huskies. They have punched their ticket here to be able to be representing the second team from District 5 and 2A. Speaking of the other team from District 5, Soda Springs played earlier today. They took care of business against number 7 ranked, the 7 seed Ambrose, 67-27. The Pirates know very well that Soda Springs is a very good program. They're going to be a hot team to beat. And on the opposite side of Melba and Westside in this bracket. The other game played today was the Grangeville Bulldogs versus the Cole Valley Chargers. Cole Valley, back and forth battle. I watched that game, a lot of stellar performance, but Cole Valley did just enough to get the win, 54-50 at the very end. They're moving on in the winner's bracket. So the losers of today so far, Ambrose and Grangeville, they're going to play in Game 5. And now we're going over to the opposite side of the bracket. West side, Ririe, number 4, number 5. And opposite of them, Melba and Declo will play at 7 p.m. later on tonight. A lot of stuff happening here. Bishop Kelly High School, great atmosphere. The West Side Band is here. The girls are out there warming up, and we are about 12 minutes away from tip-off. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you. After a quick word from our sponsors, we'll give you a little bit more information about these teams, our Naylor Insurance keys of the game, and a little bit about what I've learned talking with the girls and with Coach Garner prior to this matchup here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of West Side Pirate Athletics here on KACH, Preston's Classic Hits.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crumble Cookie pregame show. West Side and Ririe getting set to square off against each other. Tip-off at about 8 minutes from now. We're joined here in the sports broadcast booth with myself, Cody Olson. I'm going to do a single-man broadcast tonight. No video, only on 105.5 KACH. You will be able to find us, not even on the internet, as the broadcasting rights are shared from idahosports.com and the NFHS network. So you can go ahead and listen to me online tonight. Let's talk a little bit more about the Ririe Bulldogs. When I talked with Coach Gardner and the rest of the team, the thing that they mentioned a lot about Ririe is the fact that they can swap in and out of defenses so quickly. That is going to have to be a key tonight for the Westside Pirates. You have to be on your toes. You have to trust your ball handlers, and you have to work through the double team. They did that really, really well against North Fremont, and when you see them do it so well against North Fremont, you wonder, can they do it up against other teams? Can you do it up against a Soda Springs team in the state playoff tournament? Can you do it up against Ririe in these type of things? It's going to be a challenge tonight to see what they can do and to stay away from the hounding defense of the Bulldogs. The two players that lead Ririe, Maddie Andreasen and Brianna Scott, there's not even the 1A and the 1B. It's more like 1A and 2A, considering these two players average about 24 points per game between the two of them. So combined, they get things really going. They facilitate, they score. They are the primary scorers. And if you can shut down those two tonight, you have to be able to recognize that those are the people. Those are the girls that are going to hurt you tonight on defense. You got to be on your toes to make it happen here. The keys of the game, let's go ahead and dip into them. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Eamon. You got to make Andreasen uncomfortable. If you can make her uncomfortable, you're going to be in a really good position to get a win against the Ririe Bulldogs tonight, considering that she is the score-first type of person. If you get her off of her mark, if she's not hitting her shots, that's a great chunk of the production offensively from the Bulldogs that's out of the question. Same thing kind of goes for Brianna Scott. You have to hyper-focus on those two tonight. Those are the girls that are going to hurt you tonight. First, force those turnovers tonight, but Westside did such a good job against North Fremont, forcing upwards of 20-plus turnovers in a game that was really defensively minded. They won the nitty-gritty type of win in Pocatello against North Fremont, and they're going to have to probably do it again here today as Ririe not afraid to work up their defense as well. I think it's going to be a defensive battle again here tonight. If Westside can get the offense going, this is a team that I think can really make waves. They can go deep into this tournament and really give a couple different people a scare and a run for their money late in this tournament. So we're about 5 minutes away. We'll come back to you. Also, a matchup tonight that we're going to have to watch, Lemon versus Brianna Scott. Those two forwards and the two seniors going to go at it. Really difficult job for both of them here. We'll step aside to Honor America, our national anthem. Come back to you for tip-off right after this.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Eamon. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back. Our national anthem just having finished. Sorry about the dead air. It was deadly quiet there for a half second. We are back and getting ready for tip-off time between these two awesome programs. We've talked a lot about the strengths of both of these teams, maybe perhaps an area where both of these teams can flourish. Again, I really feel as though it's going to be a defensive matchup here tonight. A big special shout-out and thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, including Crumble Cookie, Evergreen Financial for our coaches' shows throughout the entirety of the year, Naylor Insurance for our keys of the game, and our starting lineup brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Let's get into those right now.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Westside Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Harley Nielsen, sophomore, Weston, Idaho.
Tommy Henderson, junior, Dayton, Idaho.
Letty Phillips, senior, Downey, Idaho. Natalie Lemon, senior, Weston, Idaho. Aubrey Barzy, Jr., Clifton, Idaho.
Julia Jensen, senior, Malad, Idaho.
Lainey Jane Beckstead, senior, Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Our starters getting announced here. Everybody on the West Side squad getting the recognition, but to our starters tonight, it is going to be Aubrey Barzy, Julia Jensen, number 5, Lainey Jane Beckstead, number 12, a senior, Letty Phillips, and then the 6-foot senior, Natalie Lemon. She's going to be wearing number 4 again tonight. She's been flopping to and from 24 and 4, and now tonight she's going to wear the number 4. Maybe it's perhaps a little bit of good luck. We'll see. And now let's go ahead and recognize the Ririe Bulldogs. The Ririe Bulldogs tonight are going to be a team that is very, very primed and ready for a run at state. They dominated District 6, taking care of business against North Fremont every single time that they played them. That includes twice in the regular season and twice in the postseason. This is a team that really had the number of the Huskies, although flip-flopped, Ririe was below in the power rankings on the year. So that's really interesting to kind of get an idea about. The reason why Ririe was so good and the reason why they really gave North Fremont hard looks on the year, it's because they really, really dominated inside. Brianna Scott really was a huge momentum boost in all of those games. We'll talk about her a lot in this one. Let's go ahead and recognize the starters for Ririe. Brianna Scott, number 0, the senior, averaging 11.7 points per game. Aubrey Parkinson, number 1, following behind her. Averages about 5 points per game. Good for a couple assists as well. Maddie Andreasen, following behind her. She is going to be key tonight as well. The 5'8" senior guard actually leads the team in points with 12.1 points per game. Is an incredibly astounding 80% from the free throw line. Rounding everything out, McKinley Bond also. Kennedy Anderson as well, the 5'9" senior forward. Head coach of the Ririe Bulldogs, Jake Landon, started the year out 4-5. This is a team that really has rebounded well and hard and is primed to get things going. Have not lost a game since December 20th against Malad, a multi-game 15-game winning streak here in this one. Tip-off set to go up. It is Lemon v. Bond on the Bishop Kelly logo. West Side will work from right to left on your radio dial in their all maroons white numerals. Ball tipped high up in the air. Lemon sits down onto the ground, but it is won by West Side. Tracking it down into the back court is Phillips. She will cross half court and work to the far side right. Jensen almost double teamed down into the corner. Has to get it out of trouble, and Ririe will use the sideline as an extra defender. Ball tipped out and away in the near side corner. Beckstead up for Lemon. This is the free throw jumper. Rims out, no good. Rebound, Anderson. And she'll outlet into the middle for Brianna Scott. So even though she plays the forward position a lot, Scott will handle a lot of the primary ball handling things here. Scott to her right side on the near side wing. Parkinson crossing over. Barzy close on her heels. Bond on the left elbow, getting the feet on top, guarded by Lemon. Pass up to the top for Anderson. She's going to drive outside the key. Turned around by Lemon. Andreasen and Ririe taking its sweet time. Stripped from behind, Letty Phillips flips the ball in and out of the hands of Scott, and it will go rolling out the baseline underneath the basket. Thanks so much for joining us here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, Preston's Classic Hits. Ririe driving the baseline far, up and under, and it will be no good. Rebound by Lemon. Outlet pass will be on the baseline. Got to be careful with that stuff. Great rebound by Lemon. Got double teamed and wanted to get it out quickly. The bounce pass hits the black line underneath the basket, and that's just a unnecessary turnover for West Side. Bond skying up high into the air on the top side. Left side wing three. Parkinson is good. Gets things started for the Bulldogs. And then the quick foul given up immediately afterwards. It will be a push on Parkinson, trying to get back defensively. West Side will inbound on the far sideline. Ririe up 3-0 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Driving inwards, wraparound pass on the far side. Jensen loses the basketball and is stolen away by the Bulldogs. Parkinson takes it across the floor and across the timeline. Right side wing, Scott grabs it with the left hand, driving up against Phillips. Backdoor cut, and an extra pass, luckily broken up and deflected underneath by Beckstead. Beckstead using that speed to get into the passing lane. That was a great look. Ririe just could not finish the extra pass and get it up into the basket. Parkinson left alone and finally throws it way up and over to the front court for Scott, dribbling to her left and a dribble handoff for Andreasen. Andreasen, kick out corner three, thought about by Anderson. Parkinson's will take it, and that will be far out to the left on an air ball. Here comes Phillips, screaming down the floor, turning on the Jets and is stonewalled up. Lemon on the right elbow, back out to Phillips. She will drive inside the key, kick out for Jensen. She wants the three bomb, and that's just a little bit too far. Skying up into the air, getting the offensive rebound, put back no good by Lemon. Another offensive rebound. Beckstead wants to go off the glass and will. That's 2 offensive rebounds, second chance points. Might be a name of a very interesting narrative in this ball game. Westside very good to rebound, and they've been getting better throughout the entirety of the year. Parkinson down the baseline, up and around, stolen away. Beckstead underneath the basket, outlets to Phillips. She will cross the timeline. Here to Beckstead on the near side wing. Inside for Lemon, one dribble, left hand, push shot, and one. Natalie Lemon, an absolute beast. I've talked about it all year long, and if they're going to win this ball game tonight and make a run in the state tournament, Natalie Lemon has to be on her best. And right there, it definitely was. She got the feed from the near side wing, got the pass on the left elbow, one dribble stride into the lane, got hacked on the arm, put it up with the left hand continuation, and that is a wonderful bucket by Lemon. 3-point play, rolling out, no good. Offensive rebound, it's rejected from behind. Jensen got it up in there, but it will stay with the Pirates. Jensen, near side block, looking for the inlet pass. Phillips around the corner. Parkinson, feed to Lemon, double team, and the push shot dances off the back iron, no good. Scott grabs it on the rebound and will take it herself. Right hand dribble again across half court. Hand off to Parkinson. Barzee using her paws to get up and in there. A dribble drive pass outwards and off the mark, almost at the shoelaces of Andreasen, and she can't hold on to the basketball. And it goes flying out the far sideline. Flip inwards to Phillips. She'll get it up and backwards to Barzee. Working into the front court and getting the offense rolling. Phillips, far side, low and below. Barzee wants the three ball, and it will be short off the front of the rim. Skying in to grab it is Anderson. Bounced once, and I think that the Pirates right now, when you look at them, they are hustling for those second chance points, and that could be a real reason why they can stay out in front and get a win here tonight. Scott can't handle the pass, and another turnover by the Bulldogs in the far side corner. A lot of quick passes. Ririe just couldn't handle it, and here comes the 1-2-2. Ball thrown in, and Westside gives it up and away in the same type of fashion. Parkinson, baseline, cross-court pass, corner three now, and it's good by Liza Boone. Bulldogs take the lead back, 6-4 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Jensen gets whacked hard by Anderson, who was trying to close out on the far side block. Jensen was left all alone. Ririe couldn't get back in time. Lemon fed her quickly, and before she can make a move to the basket, Anderson comes in and gives her the body check. Jensen's going to come out on substitution. In comes the junior, Tommy Henderson. And she'll take in the inbounding duties on the far side of the basket, slapping the basketball, zoning in, looking inside the key. It is Phillips who gets rejected. Ball into the arms of Lemon. That shot won't go. Another offensive rebound. Beckstead has that one ripped out and away from behind and underneath her shoelaces. Boone, who made the three-point shot last time, flipping it back to Andreasen. Down into the far corner, Parkinson. Inside the key, Andreasen. It's blocked by Lemon. Ball ripped up into the air, and Phillips outlets it to Beckstead. Laney Jane will cross over, get it to Barzee, and into the front court she goes. At the top of the key, Barzee feeds it backwards, and everybody's going to get into the offensive position. Phillips really good about the score first opportunity last time against North Fremont. A shot on the right side wing, no good by Henderson. All alone, and it just was a little bit off. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. 6-4 and 3:13 left in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Turnaround jumper at the mid-post on the drive with the left hand, Andreasen. And she adds a little bit more to the lead, 8-4. You're reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Filing back, fast break opportunity. Tipped out and away underneath the basket by the Bulldogs. Lemon looking for that extra pass. Beckstead couldn't handle it due to all the fingers in the passing lane underneath. Henderson again to inbound. Slowly out of it is the Westside Pirates. Barzee fading inwards. She'll take the jumper from the mid-post. No good. And Bond goes way up in the air, uses her 6'1" frame to rip it out of the hands of a couple different Westside Pirates on the defensive rebound. Boone to Andreasen, spinning off to her right, inside the key, hop step, floater, no good. Rebound by Henderson. That's a strong rebound. She's fallen down to the ground and got whacked quite a few times. Now we get the late call, as our referee from the far side will come in and say that it was indeed Maddie Andreasen who reached in a little bit too aggressively, gives up the foul. 2-2-1, full court pressure. Westside got to figure it out. Phillips to Barzee, coming down the near side in front of the media table. Bounce pass across the court, and the pressure is broken by the Pirates. Lemon, kick out for Barzee, square up for three, bounces out, no good. I like the idea and the shots that are coming, very confident looking shots coming up for Westside that just not have fallen as of late. Andreasen gets a screen at the top of the arc, inside, Lemon guarding her. Good fall in, and it will be a missed opportunity and an air ball. Rebound by Barzee. In the train of people, decides to go ahead and slow it back down, plants her feet, hands it off to Lemon, who comes across the half-court line to the near. Henderson returns the favor after getting it back. Another shot right in, and it was her toe and a centimeter on the line. That was a big, long two-pointer by Tommy Henderson. And everybody feels very confident in shooting the basketball right now, and that is when Westside plays at its best. That's when they do great things, like they did against North Fremont. Henderson stealing the ball at half court. She's got nobody in front of her. The layup opportunity, good. Cashed in by the junior Tommy Henderson, who is on a 4-point run all by herself, leading all scores right now with 4 in the game. Bond on the right elbow, guarded by Beckstead, working around the screen. Lemon trying to follow Andreasen, and it is Parkinson that pulls it up into the half circle. Works the offense once again. Bond, handoff. Beckstead cuts her off on the baseline. Bounce pass up at the top, and we got 4 Ririe Bulldogs all in the same area. Squaring up for 3, and it's good. Andreasen got lost in the defense of Westside. Barzee gets it right up, takes the shot off to the left. A rush shot that did not hit the rim. Went through and weaved through the defense, no good. Parkinson gets past and up and through, and there comes a little bit of a run from the Bulldogs, 13-8. And another steal, shot no good, rebound by Barzee, 17 seconds left. Henderson gets it off to Lemon on the left side wing. Squaring to the basket, she will go up and get fouled. No foul, says our official. And it was tipped out of bounds. A 4-point run by Ririe on the opposite end. A 5-point run, that is. There was a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Henderson over the head lob pass with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Setting up. Henderson for three, and it is off. Air ball rebounded by Scott. Half-court shot off the front of the rim, and Brianna Scott actually hit a half-court shot earlier in the year against North Fremont, and that's what it was going to look like once again as she trotted to the half-court line and launched. Actually had a lot of contact from Beckstead. I was surprised that we didn't get a whistle on that one. All right, we'll take a quick break. Bulldogs lead 13-8 after a 5-point run late with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KCH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com, a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back into the start of our second quarter today in the state tournament. Westside and Ririe going at it here. It is currently Ririe that leads by 5, 13-8. After a 5-point run in the last 45 seconds of the quarter, defense turned into offense for Ririe after the big 3-point shot from Maddie Andreasen. Brianna Scott, also one of the leading scorers for Ririe, held scoreless up until this point. 2-3 zone, actually a 3-2 zone implemented by Westside. Into the game, it is Beckstead, Nielsen, Phillips, Barzee, and Henderson. For the Bulldogs, Bond, Anderson, Andreasen, Park, and Scott. Park on the left side wing, corner three, thought about, long launch, no good, high up in the air. Nielsen wins it on the rebound and gets the foul call. Harley Nielsen, I was so impressed with her in the North Fremont game. It felt like she was really having her coming out party. Scored some points offensively, and the defensive alignment, playing hard, gave the front court of Westside that plays so very often a rest. Beckstead, no hesitation, jumper, an offensive rebound off the miss, and the putback by Henderson. Tommy Henderson having herself quite the half. She's got 6 points and another offensive rebound and putback. 13-10 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Park down into the far side corner. Anderson goes right into the body of Beckstead, lost the basketball, trying to pull it out and away, and she does. The steal for Westside, working up into the offense, into the front court. Barzee shuffles once over to the top, back over and in. Nielsen calling for the ball inside, tipped around, couldn't get it to go. Handled by Westside again. Back up at the top, here comes Phillips, calming everybody down, putting up the left hand. Bodies will flip-flop sides of the court, crossover to the left side, pumping inwards. It's Nielsen, down on the baseline, decides to give it back up at the top for Phillips. And, you know, Letty, very, very important to this team. She's got to look to score first in this offense. Beckstead all alone, squares her feet, launches for three, and it's short. Henderson with another offensive rebound. Give it back to Beckstead at the top. She will drive, lose it, and go in between on the pass from Phillips. Tommy Henderson, I mean, incredible basketball from her right now. She's really keeping the Pirates in this thing. Second chance opportunities have allowed Westside to stay within one possession so far in this game, and it's spearheaded by Henderson so far in this one. Park and Boone working the point guard position up at the top. Park for three. That is good. Wow, in and out of her hands so quickly. Ririe up 16-10 after the quick three-point shot. Phillips to Nielsen, right inside. Beckstead driving the base. Here's Henderson. She'll launch it up. That is no good. Ball tracked down in the far side corner. Harley Nielsen will give up the foul on Hannah Call, this 5'6" senior guard who got the rebound. And the ability for Ririe to hit three-point shots has let them stay out in front. So what offensive rebound and second chance points has been as a positive for Westside, it's been three-point shooting for the Ririe Bulldogs. Scott back up to the top for Park, right side wing, as it will work its way around the perimeter. Bond, shot put type of thing, and if Scott gets fouled from behind, late rotation, found herself all alone inside the key, tried to put up the easy blooper, and it's Beckstead that rides her back and fouls her. No good on that shot. It was partially tipped from behind, but the issue with that is Beckstead was all over the back of Brianna Scott. So here she goes. Scott, the 5'10" senior forward, 63% free throw shooter. Her first shot is good, right down the bucket. 17-10 for the Westside Pirates with 5:36 left in the second quarter. Harley Nielsen has come out of the ball game. Natalie Lemon to replace her. So the front court starters back in this thing. And another rebound by Henderson, who gets it with one hand. She's going to turn on the Jets and come all the way down the near sideline, pitch it backwards for Beckstead. Phillips for three, wants the answer, and it rolls out. Lemon, offensive rebound, backs down, tries to pass it out, and does. Phillips inside the key. Layup attempt won't go. Looked like it was affected by the defense of Bond, and she flips it out for Hallie Park. Westside's got to scramble back into their defense. In the near side corner, dribbling down, working, and reaching in is Beckstead. That's her second foul in quick succession. Coach Garner kind of looking at her, and here comes that quick substitution again. Harley Nielsen will come in for Beckstead this time. Brianna Scott will come out. In comes Hayes. It was McKinley Bond, who normally quick to pass out of that thing, but she realized that Beckstead, a little bit smaller forward on her backside, tried to back her down with her hip and got rewarded at least with the foul, reaching inwards. Near side corner, Parkinson spinning off of Barzee. Up at the top, Andreasen for three, and it's good. And Ririe has launched a lot of stuff from beyond the perimeter, and more often than not, they are hitting right now. Here is Henderson driving up, and it will be a foul before the shot as she drove inwards. You can tell that Tommy Henderson right now is giving her best basketball. Bulldogs doubling up the Pirates 20-10 with 4:40 left before halftime. Got to get that offense going and close out on the perimeter if you are the Pirates as an adjustment. Down on the far side corner, Phillips will work it inwards. Barzee inside the key, out for Henderson. Falling backwards in the long two, Tommy Henderson. Another shot. She's got 8 in the half. And it was an off-balanced long two-point shot. Nobody in this game as the ball slips out of the hands of Parkinson, intended for Andreasen out the far sideline. Rather the near sideline. I'm in a little bit of a weird angle here calling the game. It's Tommy Henderson shooting up the hotly contested twos, long twos. Barzee stepping into that one on the left side. Rims around, no good. Nielsen offensive rebound, and she will get fouled. So Westside hanging into this ball game, not being able to hit much from beyond the paint, except if you're Tommy Henderson, but everybody's screaming and collapsing on the boards, and it's giving them extra shots. Henderson really leading that charge. Harley Nielsen getting the foul and the one-on-one opportunity. Nielsen's first shot, and it breaks off the back iron, and it will be a lane violation, it seems like. Henderson came screaming in early, got inside the three-point line before the ball hit the rim. I think that's what our official was saying. Bulldogs have given up 17 fouls. Westside only 3 with 4 minutes before our halfway mark in this game. Up 8, 20-12. Fronting her player, Andreasen, is fouled, floating out and away by Phillips. Sealed off her defender, got the feet inside the key, launched outwards down the baseline, and she got fouled on the arm. So here comes Maddie Andreasen to the line. Her shot, front, back, and out. Launching out and away. Two-person substitution for Ririe. Coach Jake Landon taking out a couple players. In comes their replacements. Andreasen hits the second of 2 free throws, 21-12. Barzee at the very top of the arc, dribbling with the left hand, in some trouble. Spinning around off of her left foot, wants to go to Nielsen, and will go off of her toe. And it will be a jump ball. Harley Nielsen with one palm wrestling off Parkinson, and it saves the possession as the possession arrow points the way of Westside. Cannot give up more points than what you're at right now. You got to keep it under double digits. Lemon in the near side corner. Over the top, Henderson to Barzee, left side wing. Phillips thought about the three-point bomb. Henderson squares up just inside the wing, no good. Nielsen, an offensive rebound, and she's just finding a way to get the basketball. Gets fouled from behind, and off she trots to the free throw line again. Now we got to hit those free throws. It's one thing to get the rebounds and get the fouls. It's another thing to hit the free throws. 1-and-1 opportunity, second time for Harley Nielsen. Missed the first end of the 1-and-1 last time. Here she goes for the second trip. That one in the same position. Rebounded by Westside after the miss. Barzee, bounce pass to Henderson. Going inside the arc. She'll take the long two, and that will roll off the back iron. Taken by Andreasen. Here she comes on a dead sprint. Up in the scooping left-hand layup is good. Andreasen, like a shot out of a cannon, comes in. Coach Garner takes the timeout, and the Pirates trail by 11, 23-12. In a game where Westside has just not been able to get a lot of shots to fall. The Bulldogs have been getting most everything to fall, and that's really been the difference here in this ballgame. We'll take a timeout, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
Full timeout taken, brought to you by Magnolia Road. Magnolia Road is the women's boutique store right in downtown Preston. Don't go to Logan, don't go to Pocatello, go right downtown to Magnolia Road for the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, boots, and more. Our timeout sponsor for the season. So Westside takes the timeout. They're down 23-12, looking for some offensive capabilities. Ririe coming to give the soft man pressure from full court. Andreasen shaken off by Phillips as she works with the left hand inside, pitching it back for Barzee. Dribble handoff action, caught up at the free throw line, and it's thrown backwards into the half circle. Phillips gives it to Barzee, a screen from Lemon. Backdoor opportunity not there. Barzee and the Pirates all bunched up. Got to get movement going as Phillips takes it back out once again. Coach Garner calling out this offense, the double screen. Nielsen gives a couple different looks. And up and underneath, and the foul. Phillips, aggressive drive to the bucket, and she'll get rewarded with 2 shots at the charity stripe. Westside has not been efficient yet at the free throw line quite yet. These 2 shots, important, could bring us back down to single digits on the deficit for Westside. First shot is good on the laser beam from Letty Phillips. That's her first point of the ballgame, averaging about 9.5. Although, if you remember correctly back on Saturday, Letty only had 1 point to her name in the first half and then exploded for like 9 in the second half. She'll go 1 for 2 at the free throw line, big box out, and a rebound by Ririe. 23-13. Your score on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, doing the right thing in Logan since 1952. Scott on the floater drive inside off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped up in Andreasen. gets it out. Nielsen steals it back, and Westside with the basketball across half court, launching inwards. Lemon. Bounce pass to Henderson. Pumps once, feeds back to Lemon. Ball to the basket, drop step to the left side. Shot is up and missed, short of the rim at the mid-post. Good post play by Lemon, couldn't get that thing to fall. Bond v. Lemon, lost the basketball, flipped backwards, and it is Jensen that grabs it. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Westside would love a little bit of a run here as they cross half court to work their offensive set. Right side wing. Henderson swooping low on the screen from Nielsen. Phillips up to the top again. Coach Garner screaming out the offense right now. Jensen gets a screen from Lemon. She'll go inside the key, and the floater off the glass too hard. Ripped down by Bond. Again, another good look that just did not fall for the Pirates. Got to be calm and collected here. Andreasen, step in three on the right side wing. Front of the rim, no good. She gets her own rebound miraculously and gives it back out beyond the perimeter for the Bulldogs. Dribble drive inside, block from Lemon. Phillips across half court. It's got to beat Bond to the spot. She goes up and will get fouled. Letty Phillips knew that the contact was coming. Bond gave her a nice hard foul, and she says go ahead and earn it. Back from the line. 1:01 remaining, Bond's second personal foul. It's been Tommy Henderson, really, that's been keeping Westside in the ballgame so far. She's got 8. Phillips misses the back iron, puts her jaw to the ground and kind of, shakes off the nerves a little bit, calms herself back down. Holly Croft in for Harley Nielsen. Second shot is good for Phillips. Her second point of the ball game. Deficit down to 9, 23-14, 1 minute remaining. Boone with the left-hand dribble crossover across the face of Henderson. Up at the top, Andreasen. Tough D, stuck at the mid-post. Caught up in the bounce pass outside for Parkinson. Coach Landon gonna call that timeout for Ririe. And we'll go ahead and take it as well. 47 seconds remain. Bulldogs 23, Pirates 14 on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics here on mylocalradio.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Back into the last 47 seconds of the second quarter. Ririe to inbound in their offensive set on the right side of the basket. Parkinson meteors it high up into the air, brought down to earth by Boone, who feeds back to her on the left side. Anderson, Andreasen pumps once inside the key, loses the basketball, spins around, puts it off the glass, no good. Croft gets the rebound, 33 seconds left. Lemon across the midcourt stripe, stopped at the left elbow, gives it back to Phillips and pulls it back out. Westside might want to settle for a nice look from somewhere. It's Tommy Henderson with the hot hand. Maybe they'll set up something for her. 16 seconds remain. Jensen gets in and out of the hands of Andreasen, gives it back up and over the top. Lemon all alone, driving inwards, and a hard foul by Andreasen. I believe that's her second foul, maybe her third. Nope, just her second. And Natalie, double bonus with 8.6 seconds left in the quarter and before halftime. 2 shots coming up for the senior. Lemon nestles in off the back iron, gets the first one to go. A 67% free throw shooter on the year. Has been held a little quiet. Only 3 points to her name so far. A player to watch in this tournament. Misses the second one. And 50% from the line is not going to work tonight if you're the Pirates. Parkinson flipping it back to Andreasen. The floater at the mid-post line, and it falls in at the buzzer. Wow. Andreasen with that shot pushes the lead up to 10, 25-15, and we are going into halftime. A lot of adjustments to be made by the Pirates in this one. You could tell in that first half that it is Maddie Andreasen. Very, very clear as to why she leads this team in scoring. By my unofficial count, she's got 9 at this point. Only just ahead of Tommy Henderson, who's come out in a big way for the West Side Pirates. We'll go ahead and take a break. We got 10 minutes left before the start of our third quarter. Brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life, here to help you achieve your next level in life. Contact them at level10lifecoach.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with our halftime stats and tell you a little bit about what these teams can do to adjust going into the second half. We'll be back here on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 Preston's Classic Hits.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the halftime show today, brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life, here to help you achieve your next level in life. You can find them or contact them for a free consultation at level10lifecoach.com. We are about 6 minutes away from the start of our second half. We just had a wonderful performance by the Westside Pirates for our halftime entertainment here at Bishop Kelly High School in Boise as part of our state tournament coverage. Let's talk a little bit about this first half. The keys to the game so far and the success of Ririe has been perimeter shooting. They've been hitting very consistently from beyond the perimeter right now. 50% from three-point land. That will get you some wins on the year. And one of their star players, Maddie Andreasen is really starting to cook, well above her halftime average. She's got 9 points right now, driving in, penetrating, and is giving the guards and the forwards all sorts of fits for the Westside Pirates. That has led them to a 25-15 lead for Westside. The good things going for Westside right now are the fact that they are getting second chance opportunities. They're rebounding very well. They're outperforming the Bulldogs on the glass by +5, both offensively and defensively, meaning that people are fighting hard and you're getting a lot of effort from these girls. The issue with them in this first half has been a reoccurring theme on the year, being that their free throw percentage and their field goal percentage not as high as they need them to be right now. A lot of shots going up, and there's no issue with the shots. They're in transition, they're in rhythm, they look good, they're open, they're not forced, but they're just a little bit off. They don't fall into the basket. There's a little bit of a lid on now for the Pirates, both not only from field goal percentage, like normal field goal percentage, in offensive rhythm, working their offense, but also from the free throw line. They're sitting below 50% right now, at about 40%. And in a game where you got into the double bonus in the first half, you have to be able to cash in from the free throw line. They got it down to within 8 with about 8 seconds left. The missed free throw opportunity ripped down off the glass, and then Andreasen takes it the whole length of the court, 2 or 3 times in the second quarter and gets some easy left hand or easy layups or some work inside on the post, and that's just really been the name of the story right now. In terms of an adjustment, I don't know what you can say other than, trust your shot. If you're the Pirates, you have to feel that ball's going into the bucket. Would love to see some three-point shooting of our own coming off of the arms of Phillips, who had it going against North Fremont on Saturday. Beckstead has proven that she can shoot from beyond the three. She's actually the highest percentage three-point shooter on the team, just hasn't taken the highest amount and usage-wise on the year. And you'd love to see Julia Jensen square up in the corner. You know that she wants to shoot those things. If she can get it going, we're having a little bit of a different ball game here. Westside has done very well with the defensive looks and the pressure, actually, that Ririe has given them. That's been a staple and a real positive for the Bulldogs on the year that has helped them win basketball games, but it hasn't really affected Westside as of yet. We'll see what kind of different looks the Bulldogs come out with. Westside and Ririe at halftime. Bulldogs up 10, 25-15, but a lot of stuff and a lot of time still to play for the Westside Pirates. We'll be back right after this for our halftime stats. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Protect the things which matter most with Brittany and Braden Smith of Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We'll be back here on 105.5 Preston's Classic Hits.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Welcome back to the start of our second half. A really quick recap of what we saw in the first. It is Tommy Henderson leading the way with 8 points, Beckstead with 2, Phillips with 2, and Lemon with 3. So not the normal lineup that we see really leading the way. Barzee has been held scoreless, and for the Bulldogs, it's Andreasen that's really been causing havoc offensively. Spinning into the lane is Andreasen, and she will get called with the foul. Actually, it's a foul on West Side as she came spinning inwards. Andreasen, when you watch her play, she is a physical player that drives inwards, uses her body to free up some space. Here's Bond on the near side wing going inside the key. Outside for Andreasen, kick out 3, back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Scott, one of the very few that we've seen for Ririe in the ball game today. Barzee hounding the ball carrier on the far side. Bond inside for Andreasen, turnaround shot, no good. Beckstead, good defense and the rebound. Phillips gets the flip out to the far side wing, goes across the corner, bounce pass to Barzee, stepping back into the lane. Shot is up and good with the left hand floater. Aubrey Barzee, she heard me say that she was held scoreless in the first half, so she says, all right, I'll go ahead and do it and get things done and over with in the first couple seconds of the third. 25-17, and they tip out in deflection by Barzee. The Bulldogs will hold on to it. Bulldogs are averaging about 30 rebounds a game, and if you compare that to what they're seeing right now, it's a good rebounding team. And it looks like another turnover. Andreasen will flip it to Brianna Scott on the near side, and it will go in and out of her fingers and out of bounds into the Ririe bench. Inbounds play. Phillips across the Bishop Kelly logo. Slows it down, stands straight up and surveys the defense of what they're given. Lemon gets behind the defense, floats away, and it rolls friendly off the front of the rim. Here's Lemon getting in on the action here on the quick feed on the right side block. 25-19, cutting it down to 6, making quick work of the deficit here. Phillips steps in front of Scott and will catch a shoulder into the chest, but she will get called for the foul. Did not stake claim to that spot. Scott goes up and over to the top of Phillips, had it underneath the basket, but decides to dribble out of it. Parkinson gets past Barzee. Here's the floater off to the right side, no good. Bond, an offensive rebound, put back, foul. Bond's had 2 offensive rebounds quickly in the first 90 seconds of this ball game, and it's really helped out a ton to keep things a little bit more equal. What could be a big run for West Side is stifled. Bond's going to head to the free throw line. Front, back, and in for Bond. First points of the half for the Bulldogs. Here comes the second shot coming up from the 6'1 senior. She nuzzles that one home. 27-19. Offense starting to flow a little bit more for West Side as they cross half court. They work from left to right on your radio dial now. Phillips gets past her defender, goes up and underneath, and it will be blocked from behind by Bond. Contact and no call. Bond gets it from behind off the deflection, and Ririe takes it in the offense. Andreasen spinning off the left side, up and through, finds some space. Anderson, she'll go, and there is a foul on West Side. 2 back-to-back trips to the line for the Bulldogs after giving up a 4-0 run. They're going to try and earn the equalizers from the charity stripe. This is Anderson. That ball shot off from the lefty. No rotation, just goes right to the front of the rim and bounces off. No good. Will at least stay underneath double digits. The second one from Anderson. Back iron, and Barzee gets it away. Spinning off a couple of the defenders, it's Phillips who's cherry picking on the opposite end, and she gets the layup. Good pass from Barzee. Ririe feeding Andreasen on the left side. Here's a big shot. Off the left side wing, no good. Phillips to Beckstead. Here comes the jump stop. Up and good. Here comes the West Side Pirates on a run. Beckstead gets a layup of her own. Confidence exuding from the Pirates side of the court and the bench right now. Parkinson to Andreasen on the angle's far side. Back up and around. Scott, push shot, tough. Off of the far side block, through the trees and into the basket off the glass. Scott held pretty quiet in the first half. Gets some points going here in the second. Barzee getting in between the trees, bounces out to Beckstead. Baseline jumper, bounces once off the iron, no good. And Lemon aggressively punching the ball out of Scott's hands. And I thought initially there was going to be a foul, but it turns out it's just an out-of-bounds call. The Bulldogs will take it underneath their own baseline. Andreasen guarded by Beckstead. That's a matchup today that's worked in favor of the Bulldogs. Bond around her head, and Lemon gets it on the jump ball call. Bond tried to hold it above her head, and Lemon just right around her height is able to use her long limbs and get it and wrap it over the top of her head. Bounce pass over into the front side of the media table. Barzee out for Jensen. This is a three bomb from Jensen. No good, but a foul. Bond tries to close out on Jensen, gives up the 3-point foul. And 3 shots at the line for Julia Jensen, although the ball rimmed in and out on the shot. Oh no. Looks like it was not on the shot. Everybody started lining up at the free throw line, but the officials are going to say no, it was well after the shot on the closeout on Jensen. Phillips flashing towards the far sideline, gives the ball over to the right side. Barzee, bounce pass to Jensen again. Guarded by Scott. Here's Beckstead on the feed. Good ball movement from West Side as Phillips ices the basketball at the very top of the arc. Gets a screen, goes right into Bond. Lemon crossing over at the top, nowhere to go with it. Got a reset for West Side. Been pretty efficient. Here's the seal off, Lemon v. Bond. Up and under, no good. Kick out to the top for Beckstead. Coach Garner calling out this offense here. Letty holding up her left hand and calling out where people need to go. A screen from Lemon, outside, in, Bond. Can't get there in time, and the foul. Phillips, every time she's gone into the trees of Bond, more often than not, she's been rewarded with foul free throw shooting. That's Bond's 4th personal foul with 3:36 left in the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Phillips hits the first of 2 free throws, cuts it back down to 5. This is the closest that we've seen since midway through the second quarter. Second shot, Phillips, back iron, no good. Lemon gets the rebound, ball is out onto the floor, and it looks like it might be a jump ball. Points the way of Ririe. Lemon initially held on to that offensive rebound, brought it down, and then it made a doggy pile right in the middle of the floor. Step in 3, no good. Too soft by Park. Barzee just leads Beckstead a tad too far on the fast break opportunity. A little bit of a track race going on for both of these teams. Lemon stopping to tie her shoe underneath the Ririe basket. And we'll head back onto the defensive side of things. West Side. Man defense implemented by the Pirates, trying to switch things up a little bit here. Anderson into Scott, kick out to the far side. Park off of the screen, wraparound pass. Scott stepping in, drop step, and the foul. That's a good move by Brianna Scott, the senior forward and a player to watch on idahosports.com. 63% at the line on the season. Her first shot of 2 is good. Gets up to the 30-point mark now for the Bulldogs. 6-point difference. 3:04 left in the third quarter. Second shot. Scott off to the left, no good. Lemon tracks down the rebound in the far side corner and gifts it to Phillips across the yellow BK logo in the middle of the court for Bishop Kelly. Out into the front court, looking across, zigzagging inside the key is the Pirates, setting up into what they feel is best offensively. Beckstead inside, reaching inwards. Looked like Andreasen got caught on the arm. That's going to be her third.
Fouls on number 12, Maddie Andreasen.
That's something interesting to watch. If you can get Andreasen with one more foul, you're going to take the biggest point scorer for Ririe out of the game, and they're going to leave Andreasen in with 2:40 left in the third quarter. Beckstead pumps once inside the arc, back out for Barzee in the far corner. Henderson back into the ball game. She leads the scorers, all scorers for the Pirates. Flowing to that side of the court are the Bulldogs. 2-3 zone. Barzee gets a screen inside, lost the basketball. Lemon kick out for Henderson. She's alone. Off the front, no good on the jumper. Lemon slow to get up, has to hustle down the floor. Andreasen gets past the defense and gets a little bit of a tough look. Wedged in between the rim, misses the shot. Barzee stopped in traffic. Phillips will square up for 3, and that's way off the right side, no good. Ball tipped around, Barzee's second shot, and then she goes up and through and will get fouled by Viola Hayes. Hayes with an aggressive type of swat. Not very often you get away with that type of stuff. Here's Barzee's first shot, and it will be off the right side of the rim. Barzee actually the best free throw shooter on this West Side Pirates squad at 68% on the season. Here's her second one, and she missed both of them. Tipped out into the arms of Barzee for the offensive rebound. Phillips to Henderson. That one off to the right on the jumper. Offensive rebound and a putback, no good by Lemon. It's last touched by Ririe, and so multiple chances. I mean, the girls are probably exhausted fighting for that ball. They are winning the battle on the glass. Henderson to Beckstead. Phillips, Barzee, she wants the 3 ball, and that is well off to the right side. Tipped around, Henderson gets it. She throws it up with the right hand, hook inside the paint, and we'll get the foul. And so Ririe just having a hard time not fouling. I mean, you eventually get so frustrated when a team gets this many offensive rebounds on you. You want to reach. Henderson's shot, no good. So 3 missed free throws at the line by the Pirates. They're leaving a lot of scoring on the board. 0 for 3 on the last trips to the line. Hopefully to make it 25%. Henderson. Front, back, and out, no good. And a foul. No, a lane violation, it seems like. Henderson's going to get another chance. So the mulligan play happening is Henderson will take her time breathing after the initial lane violation, gets the ball back. Redemption shot will not go. Finally, the Bulldogs track down the rebound, and it's hounded and cleaned up by Brianna Scott, met by Lemon at the very top of the arc. Henderson screaming in front of Anderson, and that will be deflected out of bounds. So the defensive effort on the glass and off-ball guarding defensively really working in favor of the Pirates right now, when you thought maybe perhaps Ririe was the one that was going to be the one at advantage here. Kick out on the far side wing, dribble inside, floater, dancing around, no good. Lemon skying up with one hand to wrestle it away from the defense on the rebound, pushing it across half court, and it was going to be deflected out of bounds. Playing defensive back is number 13, Kennedy Anderson, who stepped in front of Beckstead, trying to fill the lane on the fast break on the right side. 1:06 left. A lot of action, but not a lot of points. by Westside. Wrapping around the screen, Barzee, floater, nestles home right in front of the free throw line from 10 feet out. Barzee with 4 points in the quarter, 30-26. Boone to Anderson, kick out Andreasen, open look for three, and she misses it. Tipped around twice by the Pirates and ends up into the arms of Andreasen again. Scott hounded on the arm, 2 shots coming up. It looked like Lemon again went aggressive on the arm. That's going to be her 3rd foul.
Number 4, Natalie Lemon.
No, actually her first foul. Excuse me, I was looking at the board a little bit wrong. It said 24 on the board, which I'm normally used to Natalie having the number 24. That's only her first foul. And the shot from Scott rattles in and out. The Pirates making up a little bit of room in this 3rd quarter. Scott, second shot is wet at the line, 31-26. Phillips screaming down the far sideline. Puts on the brakes at the 10-foot stripe and waits at the top of the arc. 31 seconds remaining. Henderson, no look pass to Beckstead down the baseline. It's a jumper from Beckstead, and it will be long and away. Scott crossing over in front of Barzee. 20 seconds left. Ririe to the near side. Parkinson, Andreasen, guarded by Beckstead. Around the horn, dribbling at the top of the arc. Spinning off of the pressure. Scott, floater in. That's a tough one. Gets it to go, and Ririe has caught up a lot of answers. 1 second, Henderson, Barzee at midcourt, no shot goes up, and we're going into the 4th quarter with the Bulldogs up 33-26. 2 quick field goal makes by Ririe makes it balloon out the lead a little bit more. It was a lot closer in the 3rd quarter. Westside, I feel as though, has a lot of momentum going their way. We'll take that timeout, come back to you right back here into the 4th quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho, and a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Welcome in, everybody, here to the Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli 4th quarter. It's the Bulldogs of Ririe that lead the Pirates of Westside 33-26. Although that 3rd quarter felt as though Westside had, effort-wise, had won the battle out onto the floor. 4 quick points and under 20 seconds left in that 3rd quarter, and the Bulldogs push it from what was about a 4-point game to now a 7-point game. So a little bit different there going at the line. Everything is open. I mean, the lane is open. Westside has punched their ticket into state. They have a chance here. This is bonus basketball for them. They don't need to be nervous about anything. The most dangerous opponent is the one that has nothing to lose, and I think that the Westside should really embrace that. Not like they don't have anything to play for, but just be happy, be excited that you're here at state, and play relaxed. Worthy to note that the winner of this will get the winner of Melba and Declo, more than likely Melba, in the 2nd round of the state playoffs. The loser will get the loser of that game on the consolation side of the bracket. Barzee for 3, left side, and it's good. Barzee gets a huge bucket when the Westside needs it most and cuts it down to 4, 29-33. Here's Ririe driving the baseline, poked down away by Phillips, stopping any type of progression Hallie Park was trying to make. 7:28 left here in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. Beckstead tips up in the air and tips it into the arms of Scott. Henderson tried to sneak it up off the ground. Anderson will drive and get fouled by Lemon, reaching in and over the top for an attempted block. Kennedy Anderson.
Fouls on number 4, Natalie
Aggressive move against one of the best players that Westside has to offer defensively, was not deterred. And she gets 2 shots at the line. First shot off the back iron, no good. Shoots right into the arms of Beckstead on the far side block. Second one coming up for the 65% free throw shooter. Lefty gets it to go. 34-29. Full court pressure coming up. Westside's been able to handle it fairly decently well on the year, or rather in the latter half of the season. Lemon into the middle, goes back for Beckstead. Right side tipped around, grabbed, and it will be touched last by Westside out the baseline. A turnover on that extra pass. Tough one there. Can't let Ririe get any momentum of their own. 5-point difference, crossover on the right side. Park to Andreasen. Bounce pass tipped around by Phillips, and our referee has to hurdle it, doing his best 300-meter hurdle impression as it goes right in between his legs into the Ririe bench in front of Coach Landon. Lemon deflects that one, and it will be a back and forth in the back court. If Anderson had let that ball go into the back court, she could have been able to pick it up with ease, having it been tipped by Lemon, but because she grabbed it in the front court and then fell backwards into the back court right on the logo, that is a backcourt violation. And that's what Coach Landon got the explanation from our official. He wanted to say that was tipped, and although he was right, it's because she established herself in the front court first and then fell backwards. Phillips to Henderson. Free throw line extended. Out for Barzee. Long 2. Rattles out. No good. Looked good initially from my angle, but did not fall. Andreasen cut off by Beckstead. Driving with the right hand. Scooping it up at the shoelaces is Scott. Backdoor cut for Park. Anderson. And that is blocked by Lemon. Rejected. You can get the best of her once, but maybe not twice. Phillips, secondary fast break inside for Lemon. Turnaround shot, no. Too soft off the front of the rim. Westside getting great looks. They're only down 5 right now. Have got to find a way to get the ball in the basket for some more. Park, again, poked out and away by Phillips. Aubrey Parkinson coming back into the lineup. So too will McKinley Bond. Bond coming back into the game with 4 fouls. Hallie Park takes a quick seat on the bench as she didn't know who substituted in for her. Ririe had 6 players out on the floor. On all 4 points of the key and then wrapping around one another, the Bulldogs go up to the very top of the arc. Spinning off is Andreasen. Textbook move. Rebound handled by the Bulldogs. After the missed shot, Andreasen again against Beckstead. Had a good look last time. Goes with the same move inside. And this time she'll be rewarded with the foul. Went with the exact same move. She'll go and get the isolation right at the free throw line, drive inwards, spin off with her left hand and try and go up with the right, her dominant hand, and it just happens to work. At least to make Westside scrape her on the arms. 76% free throw shooter. That's someone who practices a lot. First one goes off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and in. And Coach Garner wants to take the timeout. This is a crucial part in the game. 5:39 left. Our timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store in downtown Preston. 6-point difference. Bulldogs up 35-29. We'll take the break. Come back to you right after this.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Out of the timeout, Coach Garner giving an injection of confidence into this West Side squad that's had to come back. Being down double digits, have cut it down all the way down to 4, although the Bulldogs have been rewarded a couple times at the free throw line. You know, the foul difference that went in favor of West Side in the first half has gone the way of the Bulldogs in the second half. Second shot, Andreasen actually misses the front of the rim. Grabbed off the front and cleaned up by Beckstead. 35-29 your score, and the Pirates will slow it down, try and work this offense now and get a good look. Ball tipped by Andreasen, and Henderson and Andreasen collide into one another. And it will be Andreasen actually that gets the foul. You know, Tommy Henderson's such a tiny player. She's a small thing. And when she goes flying across the floor after a collision with Andreasen like that, it's hard for the ref to swallow the whistle. Does not matter though, as the ball is turned over inside the key. Ririe gets it. Here comes the full court, half court pressure. Gets it out. Parkinson on the left side, wraparound pass inside. Bulldogs get up and through, and the shot by Bond is missed. Andreasen, kick out to the right side. Wing, wraparound pass, and the foul way away from the basket. Right at half court, being really aggressive with it, and that's going to be the 1-and-1 for Brianna Scott. Absolutely crucial moments here in this basketball game. Barzee gives up her second personal foul. Substitution. Out comes Andreasen. In comes Boone. So if there ever was a time for West Side to get going offensively, one of their best players just took a seat on the bench. Their forward is in a 4 foul position, missed off the front and rebounded by West Side after a little bit of a tussle back and forth. Henderson steps in, thought about the three on the free throw line extended, near. Pumps once, drives the baseline, and she will get fouled. And that is Anderson that will be called for it. And that will send Tommy Henderson to the free throw line. So we're going to get a free throw battle perhaps to see who wants it more with 4:38 left. Henderson, first of the 1-and-1. Shot, rolls in and out. Went all the way in and spun out, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Boone takes it across, handoff to Parkinson. West Side wanting to get those turnovers outside the perimeter, getting the double team going, but it leaves the soft underbelly open. Lemon saw Henderson on the quick fast break opportunity, ate it, and gives it off. West Side in the offense. Henderson lost it, rolls it out to Lemon on the right elbow, driving inside the key, and she will go tough through the trees, off the glass, and in. Natalie Lemon, putting in the work, has scored in every quarter of this basketball game. Phillips steals it away from the front court of Ririe. Here's Barzee on the fast break, up and fouled from behind on the layup attempt. West Side clawing their way, saying we're not done quite yet. Don't write us off. Down 4 and 2 shots at the line for the best free throw shooter on the team statistically. Aubrey Barzee, who went 0 for 2, got all the misses that she could have for the rest of the tournament. And hits the first one on this. Down to a 3-point difference. Andreasen has checked into the ball game. Coach Jake Landon, knowing that he can't leave her on the bench for very long, misses the second shot. Ball tipped around and stolen by the Bulldogs. Parkinson versus everybody, loses the basketball and is stolen away by Beckstead. Good ball handling and a kick out. Barzee on the near side wing into the front court, driving inside the key, and she'll go up through the trees, no good. Shot once again on the putback, no good. Barzee keeps it in bounds, out for Beckstead on the left side wing for 3. Yes! Tie ball game, and our candidate for the I Care For You highlight play of the game. Beckstead hits the 3-point bomb from beyond the perimeter to tie us up at 35. Here comes the answer from straight away, and that will roll in and out. No good. Bond goes over the top of Beckstead. Her putback, no good. And the foul. Roaring to life, the West Side Pirates get the rebound and the foul, and Natalie Lemon is going to go and traverse her way all the way to the other end of the court for 1-and-1 and a chance to take the lead. for the first time in this ball game with 3:04 remaining in the fourth quarter.
At the line, shooting 1 and 1.
No bigger three-point shot than that on the season. Beckstead hits it. Here's the first one on the 1-on-1. Lemon gets it to go. The first lead for the Pirates in this ball game. If it isn't the first lead, it hasn't been since the very early moments of the first quarter. Second shot, Lemon bricks it high, no good. Barzee tries to get up in there, but is out-rebounded by the 6'1" Bond. 36-35, Andreasen, and a lot of pressure from beyond the perimeter against the Bulldogs. Westside coming way out there. Parkinson inside Bond. She's got the shot and will get fouled by Jensen on the little layup attempt. Westside knowing that soft underbelly is vulnerable to the inside penetration. Bond averages about 5 points per game. Went 2 for 2 at the free throw line last time. Hasn't shot a whole lot of free throws on the season, however. Here comes the first one, and it will be soft off the left side of the rim. Best that the Bulldogs can do now is tie on this free throw. 2:47 remaining. Bond takes one hop off of the line. Both feet set. Hits it. Back iron, no good, and the Westside Pirates knock it out of each other's hands. And screaming in to grab it is Anderson. Westside had collapsed in on it. 3 Pirates had the ball in their hands. They knock it out of each other's hands. Anderson comes in, cleans it up, and puts it off the glass, and they're back in the lead, 37-36. A timeout taken, 30 seconds. We'll come back to you right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back here into the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. Westside was actually out in front by 1, but then a little mix-up, bashing into each other on the defensive rebound. The Pirates end up giving up the easy layup. The Bulldogs are out now, 37-36 with a 1-point lead. Here comes the full court pressure from Ririe. Jensen will inbound quickly to Phillips in the corner. Out to Barzee on the far sideline. Picks up her dribble. Back to Phillips on the near. Over to Lemon. And they break the pressure. Beckstead, near side wing. Lemon gets past the defense, and her layup attempt is soft. Gets fouled, and she's got 2 shots coming up. Oh, Natalie. Natalie, my dear. She's been so impressive. So impressive tonight. 2 shots. First one, no good. Hits the back iron and launches out. Too strong on the shot. Lemon now with an attempt to tie. No good. Jensen gets the offensive rebound, and the putback won't go all alone. Barzee's shot will not go. And Ririe finally finds it, and Westside gives up the foul. And so we'll go to the other end for double bonus. Oh, you're going to want those ones back, absolutely. With 2:21 left, Andreasen is the one that gets fouled. She's working with 4 fouls to her name as well. Double bonus, first shot. Finds its home inside the back iron, 38-36 for the Bulldogs. Second one from Andreasen. Skips in, and that pushes it to 3. 2:21. Oh, and just some points left out onto the floor for the Pirates. Phillips to Barzee, trying to break the full court pressure on the bounce pass. Phillips gets through the triple team, out for Jensen for 3. Oh my goodness, no good. Soft off the front of the rim, rebounded by Brianna Scott. And Ririe has stolen back the momentum late in this ball game with 2 minutes left, up 3, 39-36. Everybody in the double bonus. Can't give up the fouls here. Bond to the top for Anderson. Andreasen on the one-on-one. Passes off to the top of the arc for Parkinson. Bond, wraparound pass to Scott. Gets it off, and it bounces off the thigh of Anderson. Tipped around by Jensen. And Anderson will travel with the basketball. Tried to hold on to it and then walked with it after the little deflection caught up in her lap. Phillips with 90 seconds left in this ball game. Out for Barzee on the left side wing, across the court. Beckstead jabs once into the corner. Lemon out to the top. Far down into the corner again. Beckstead will rise, and it looks like she might have got hit a little bit, well short. Lemon has that ball bounce off of her knees. And again, another possession that ends up fruitless for the Pirates. 1:08 remaining. Can't give up the foul here. Scott drives against Phillips, and that is the foul. That sends Brianna Scott to the line to push it to 2 possessions possibly.
Number 12, Ready Phillips. 4th personal. Scott at the line, shooting 2.
A couple times Westside has gone down the floor, and it all has kind of gone downhill since they collided with one another on that defensive rebound to give up the open shot. Scott has that ball roll around the rim and fall out on the first one. Here comes the second one. Coach Garner is going to take the timeout. Now to recap a little bit of what we've seen, Westside has clawed back into it, actually took the lead, 36-35, and then the Bulldogs, with the help of, the momentum swing, have got some points to fall. Westside has had great looks, just easy blooper shots that have just not fallen for them, and it's been tough to watch. If you're a Westside fan, you're on the edge of your seat just saying, put it in the bucket. But it's just not that easy. Full timeout taken by Coach Garner, brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store here in downtown Preston. Don't go to Logan, don't go to Pocatello. Go to Magnolia Road for the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, boots, and more. All things considered, Andreasen for the Bulldogs really shined and was really balling out in the first half, but she's kind of been held in check in the second half. Brianna Scott did not score in the first half and has been held pretty low. So Westside doing really well against their star players, the Bulldogs have broken the press, which has been a narrative. Can Westside handle the press? Riterie's been giving them pressure all game long from full court, and they've been handling it very, very well. But the name of the game has been the shots that have gone up. Field goal percentage-wise for the Pirates have just not fallen enough. Scott hits no shot, says our official on a lane violation. Scott made the free throw, called it off, and it will remain at a 3-point game. Phillips with 1 minute remaining. I still think that you could work for the 2-point shot here. You do not need the 3. 39-36, 55 seconds left. Oh, Beckstead. Oh my goodness! Letty Phillips steps up and hits the right side wing 3. I am sorry, I'm speechless. 39-39 with 42 seconds left. I didn't think she was going to do it. She stepped back and hit it all alone. Anderson to Scott at the top of the arc. Driving with the right hand, down into the corner. 2 Bulldogs in the same area. Anderson guarded by Jensen. Guarded off. And the timeout by Ririe bails out the 5-second call with 23 seconds left. I apologize. I goofed up on that call. So Phillips, it's a recap here. As I'm saying, you don't need the 3-point shot. You don't need it with 55 seconds left. Phillips, Steph Curry, ice in the veins, rolls off the screen at the top of the arc, realizes that nobody followed her to the right side wing, set her feet squared up and launched it for 3, and it went in. And the whole time my jaw is absolutely on the floor. Ties the ball game at 39. So now with this full timeout taken from Ririe. Everything tied up, both teams in the double bonus. You cannot give up the easy foul. You have to stay strong. You have to guard tough. You know the ball is going to go to Brianna Scott or Maddie Andreasen. You know that's what's going to happen if you're the Pirates. You got to be able to put your best defensive players on those two. Put Lemon on Scott. You put maybe perhaps Bar Z or somebody. Becksted's done a fantastic job in this game. I think anybody can guard them, but you just have to realize that that ball is going to be inbounded. Bulldogs are going to dribble out most of the clock and then go for the driving layup, make the referees call the foul, or try and just get it to go for the easy bucket and for the win. Here comes the inlet pass on the far sideline from Parkinson. She'll go up at the top for Scott. 20 seconds remaining in the first round of the district tournament. Shakes off her defender, drives inwards, and it's stolen away by Phillips. Ball tipped up in the air, and it goes back to Scott after the rejection. Phillips gives up the hard foul on Scott, and a volleyball rejection at half court saves the ball game for the Bulldogs. I cannot believe that. Westside was all out in front, getting ready for the easy game-winning layup with 11 seconds left, and Phillips tries to lob it up over the top. I did not see who rejected that shot, but it got rejected right back into the arms of Brianna Scott, who was still recovering after getting pickpocketed underneath the basket. Here comes the free throw from Scott. First one, no good. Rolled in and out. Second shot coming up from Brianna. Shot is up and will bounce off the front of the rim, no good. Lemon with 10 seconds left, gets it to Bar Z. And Bar Z lobs it way down for Henderson, but it will be a timeout by Westside with 7 seconds left. We'll keep it here. Brianna Scott goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line and opens up the window for an opportunity for the Pirates to get the last shot up in the ball game for the win. Coach Gardner takes the Magnolia Road timeout. We're tied up and notched up at 39 after the clutch three-point shot from Letty Phillips, another candidate for our I Care For You highlight play of the game. And to my surprise, Brianna Scott, a fantastic player, Nuclear Conference Player of the Year in volleyball, hit 100 career kills in volleyball 1,000 career kills in volleyball this last year. Very good at the free throw line, and she just missed both of them off the front of the rim. Westside rebounds it, and they're going to inbound with 7 seconds left at about mid-court to try and come away with the last shot, put up a good-looking shot. That's 7 seconds is a lot of time, by the way. You realize that you can work through a whole offensive progression. You get one clean sweep. I think you go in and you give it to Natalie Lemon on the inside block and make her try and come up with some magic. If not, we're going to overtime. 39-39, 7 seconds left. Westside with the ball. Here comes the full court pressure from Ririe. Jensen to inbound. In between the Ririe bench and the media table. Bar Z gets past the defense, gets out in front. Dribbling inwards, 5 seconds remaining. Out to Lemon at the free throw line. Steps in at the buzzer, won't go. Right side, that was an awesome look for Natalie. Stepping through at the mid post, left hand shot almost. And we're going to overtime. Oh my goodness, could you believe that? We'll take the timeout and come back to you right after this. Westside and Ririe notched up at 39 at the end of regulation. We'll come back to you right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics here on MyLocalRadio.com, Preston's Classic Hits.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
We'll bring you back into the action here. Westside fans, do you like overtime action? Because you've had the last 2 games of overtime action anyway. Between this and the boys game out in Aberdeen, it's been incredible. Here comes the setup to tip up the ball. In overtime, we're tied up at 39. A great look at the end of the buzzer. Natalie Lemon just misses that mid-range shot. Bond and Lemon high up in the air, and it will be tipped around and grabbed by the Bulldogs. Anderson gets it off the deflection. Scott stepping up into the three-pointer. No good. Bond tips it, and it will go out of bounds into the far side corner. I don't know whose job it was to get Scott, but she stepped into the three-point shot all alone. Jensen to Barzee, threading the needle inside the triple team. Across the half-court line, Barzee out for Beckstead. She'll hesitate, go down the baseline, and give it back up to the top for Henderson. Henderson almost launches that thing out and away into the bleachers. It's tracked down by Barzee as she drives inwards. No on the layup attempt. Anderson gets the defensive rebound, gives it back to her point guard, Audrey Parkinson. Across the Bishop Kelly logo, spinning to her left over to the far side. Scott up for Anderson, holding it high above her head at the top of the arc. Bond way beyond the perimeter, wants to feed inside for Scott, and the three-point shot from beyond, no good. And the putback and one. Scott tracks it down, falling away inside the key. Gets the shot and one.
Foul on number 1, Julia Jensen.
That's the third foul on Julia Jensen. Brianna Scott putting a load on her back to try and will the Bulldogs to a victory. That one rimming out, no good. Ball tipped around and grabbed right at the mid-post by Beckstead. Barzee and the Pirates down 2, working their offensive set. Jensen step in and it is rejected. Lemon and Henderson fall on top of each other and it bounces around. No good. Beckstead stepping into the three-point shot, no good. Inside, up and through, and Jensen will get the foul on the arm.
Fouls on 0, Brianna Scott. Third personal.
Brianna Scott's third foul. So Jensen and Scott both trade each other points. Jensen with a chance for 2 at the charity stripe. First one, oh, toilet rolled around. Toilet bowled around. That was rough. Went all the way in and then popped back out. No good. 41-39. Second shot from Jensen. No. Soft off the front of the rim. 0 for 2 at the line there. Anderson to Scott. Full court pressure put on, but then pulled back by the Pirates. 2:30 left. A chance to go up 2 possessions for the Bulldogs. Scott skies up and in and gets it out for Parkinson. That was a very athletic play as she comes screaming around the baseline. Parkinson guarded well by Barzee. Anderson. You can tell that Ririe wants to feed Brianna Scott right now. Lemon and Bond get into a little bit of a tussle there on the far side. And reaching inwards is Lemon. Her third foul, and that will send Bond to the line to shoot 2. McKinley Bond has been working with 4 fouls for the majority of the game. Gets that free throw to go. Ririe up 3, 2:12 remaining in overtime over the Pirates of Westside. This for the 2-possession lead. Off to the left side, shooting out. Lemon with the defensive rebound. She's going to take it herself across midcourt, go to the left side angle, right-hand dribble. We'll look for the answer. Beckstead goes into the body of Bond, and Lemon goes right into Parkinson and gets the jump ball. Possession arrow flops. Luckily, Westside will hold on to it with 1:58. Natalie Lemon, it looked like she wanted to go into the body of Bond, who takes the seat on the bench. Trying to get that 5th foul for her. Jensen to Beckstead, squeezing in between a couple different defenders, caught up on the right elbow, back out for Barzee. She's stonewalled up and around. Beckstead for 3 on the near side wing, no good. Tipped around and grabbed by the Bulldogs on the rebound. Pirates have gone cold in overtime. 90 seconds remain in the 3-point lead and the ball for the Bulldogs. Andreasen guarded by Beckstead. Well, going inside the key, floating out, no, off the right side. Lemon, got to keep her head up. She sees it. Julia Jensen flowing way down the court. Does not give it up. Now the off-court offense again. Henderson, guarded by Scott. Here comes a screen from Lemon. No pick and roll option, window open. Jensen steps up for three. No, right of the rim. Barzee goes up and will be fouled on the putback attempt on the offensive try. Can make up 2 points if she's perfect at the line. 1:02 left. That's the 5th personal foul on Anderson. She's going to foul out of the ball game here with 5 points to her name in overtime. Barzee lines up at the free throw line for the first free throws. Her first shot, up and down, right through the net. 42-40. Here comes the second one from Aubrey. That is also good. And the referee calls it off again. So he's called it off a couple times for both teams. Someone got the lane violation for the Pirates, and the basket does not count. It will remain 42-40. Henderson steps in and gets the interception and the putback. We're tied up 42-42. 55 seconds remain. Screaming down the far sideline is number 10, Boone. Goes inside out. Parkinson on the near side wing. And Barzee, can't believe it. She'll get the foul called on her with 45 seconds left, reaching inwards. Audrey Parkinson to the line now. And this is interesting to note, only a 37% free throw shooter on the season. Rolls out the first one. Barzee thought that maybe that was a free ball to grab, but our official says no. That's her 4th personal foul. Second one from Parkinson, no good. Back iron, and the foul given up by Parkinson, reaching over the top of Jensen. So here we go, strutting our way to the other end of the court. How many times have we seen this before? Coach Garner trying to coach her girls to get this win here. A tough matchup here in overtime and the entire game back and forth. Westside has clawed back, being in a deficit. Here's Jensen, 2 shots, 44 seconds left. First one is good. The lead back in favor of Westside. Jensen's second free throw opportunity, also good. 2-point lead, Westside holds on to that lead with 43 seconds remaining. Parkinson crossing the logo, spinning off of Barzee. Up and around, Andreasen against Beckstead, scooping layup, no good. Lemon gets the defensive rebound. Here comes the Bulldogs to come and hammer. And it looks like Ririe collapsed in on it. Contact, but it was after the whistle inadvertently. Westside gets the whistle. And they, with 28 seconds left, can try and conjure up some type of play to push it to a 2-possession game. We'll take the timeout, come back to you in 30 on 105.5 KCH, Preston's Classic Hits.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. The Westside Pirate Lady Girls in the first round of the state tournament up 44-42 with 27 seconds remaining. They have the basketball as Barzee will cross half court and will get fouled immediately. And I don't know if it's just because you didn't read the scouting report or something, but or it was just an inadvertent foul, but Ririe is going to send Aubrey Barzee, a very high percentage free throw shooter, to the line to try and push this thing to a 2-point possession. 23.6 seconds left. First shot from Barzee. Yes! Right down the pipe. 45-42. Second one for Barzee. This is a huge shot right here. And it's good! 46-42. 23 seconds remain. Ririe sprinting across half court, and now Coach Landon is going to take the timeout. Let's go ahead and keep it here. Are you not entertained, Franklin County? I've just been in awe at the basketball that's been happening here out on the court lately. Westside, in a very similar type of fashion and way that they came out last Saturday in Pocatello. They've come out relaxed, and they haven't panicked in situations that have been very dire. I mean, two big shots in the fourth quarter come to mind for me. It's a Lainey Beckstead three-point shot after a scrum on the rebound after a couple misses from Westside. That puts them back within striking distance, and then down three with 55 seconds left. Letty Phillips, channels her inner superstar, floats over the hedge of the screen on the right side wing. At a time where I was literally saying in the moment, no, you don't need the three-point shot. You still got plenty of time with 55 seconds left. Says, no, I'll do it myself. What do you know, Cody? What do you know, Mr. Announcer? Nothing. And she launches the three-point shot and ties the ball game. And then we've gone into overtime where the Pirates now sit atop the Bulldogs 46-42. 19 seconds remain. And what does Coach Jake Landon have in his back pocket? The Bulldogs have not lost a basketball game since the 20th of December against Malad. They're on a 15-game winning streak. Spinning off at the top of the arc, this is Boone. Over and across, and another timeout will be taken. That takes about 7 seconds off the clock, 13.3 seconds. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll come back for the conclusion of this ball game right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
In an incredibly eventful game, here comes the last 13.3 seconds of overtime. The Ririe Bulldogs down 4 and inbounding on the far sideline. Parkinson up at the top for Andreasen with the left-hand dribble. Inside the key, floater up and rimming around and in. Falls in and through. So that gets them a little bit closer within 2. That's a huge shot. I cannot overemphasize that enough. The tough floater in the arms of Maddie Andreasen has cut this ball game down to 2. Only took 7 seconds off the clock, so you imagine that Ririe is going to go ahead and foul as soon as this ball gets inbounded by Westside. You can only hope that whoever you inbound the basketball to can hit. You would love to see them hit both of their free throws, but that's getting ahead of myself. Right now, Westside in the driver's seat. They've played calm and collected all throughout this game. They've been down by double digits, have fought back to take the lead here with 7.3 seconds left, but the Bulldogs not going down without a fight. Melba and Declo fans waiting in anticipation to get into their seats, but they are treated to a fantastic game right now. I'm willing to bet that the Bulldogs are going to come out of this thing and try and foul whoever it is. that gets this inbound play. Three separate Bulldogs in the backcourt guarding the inbound. Barzee screens off and gets around the pressure, and he's going to pull off a lot of time off the clock too. Barzee gets it. Ball is grabbed before it goes out of bounds, and with 0.6 seconds left, Aubrey Barzee has dribbled out the majority of the time. And Coach Landon of Ririe slaps his hands in a little bit of frustration. You didn't think that Barzee could squirm in and out of the pressure like that. Rolled off of it on an awesome screen. Started on the weak side in the backcourt, worked to the strong side in front of Jensen, and hits the free throw to push it to 3. 47-44, Aubrey Barzee. Stellar at the free throw line in overtime. 0.6 seconds remain. This to all but ice the game right here. And she gets it. 48-44, 0.5 seconds left. Ahiva at full court falls short, and the Pirates of Westside get the first round victory, and they get things going, upset the Ririe Bulldogs, and say, we want some more basketball, and why not? An incredible game, all around wonderful performance. You know, what started a little bit slow, buckets were hard to come by. We get overtime to get all the way up to a final score of 48-44. The girls did not panic in pressure time, in the clutch. They were able to hold on, make the right decisions, and get it to go. And I am nothing but happy for them as they go ahead and knock off the Bulldogs in the first round, and have probably raised an eyebrow around a lot of the Idaho sports media who said that they weren't even going to make it through the district tournament back in District 5 against Malad. And here they are, proving everybody wrong, and make me have a little catch in my voice. Let's go ahead. Again, Westside gets the victory, 48-44 in overtime versus the Ririe Bulldogs in an incredible basketball game. And they're going to get the winner of Melba and Declo in the second round of the state tournament. And we'll come back to you and tell you a little bit more about when you can hear from us right after this tomorrow on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with the Ralph's Construction postgame show and our recap.
Papa J's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Emenclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show. Coming right up.
Welcome in, everybody, here to the Ralph's Construction post-game show. We'll go ahead and wrap things up fairly quickly, as you can probably go ahead and find the Bear Lake Bears and the Westside Pirates going at it for the boys district tournament in Montpelier. That game covered by Dan Hubbard. We'll send you over there as soon as this is done. We just wanted to go ahead and shout out and thank you, all you wonderful people that joined us here on 105.5 KACH. Let's go ahead and do our highlight play of the game, brought to you by I Care For You. I Care For You, providing precision vision care for the communities of Preston and Logan for the past 43 years. Doctors Cromwell and Henderson, here to help you get your best vision. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. It's going to go to that three-point shot. It was making me eat my words. Letty Phillips, with 55 seconds left, down 3. Step back three-point shot on the right side wing, realizing she's all alone. Says, I believe in myself. I know I'm going to do it. Goes up and ties the ball game, and from then on, Westside goes into a dogfight at the free throw line and beyond, working their offense, going to overtime, make it happen. Aubrey Barzee, high percentage shooting at the free throw line. Stellar performance from everybody, including Natalie Lemon and everybody. We'll just go ahead and take one more quick break, come back to you for our final statistics, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, on the Ralph's Construction postgame show on 105.5 KACH.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Welcome back to the Ralph's Construction postgame show. Sorry, I just got handed a pronunciation guide for the Melba girls for tomorrow. That's awesome. Anyway, speaking of awesome, let's talk a little bit about this Westside girls program. After scoring only 15 points in the first quarter, they end up scoring 33 in the second half, including overtime. They get things going and rolling. It just looked fantastic. And the NFHS guys came up to me, grabbed my arm, and they know that I'm doing the Westside broadcast, and they said, "This team doesn't quit." And I said, "Gosh darn it, you're right." And that's what they did not do. They didn't panic. They didn't quit. They played with their game. and that's when I feel like they're at their best. Great outing from this squad. Let's go ahead and dip into our
For the West Side Pirates.
let's go ahead and dip
Fun year
into
so far.
our
Great post move.
Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency post-game stats. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, helping you protect the things which matter most. Brittany and Braden Smith of Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Julia Jensen ends the night with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals. Bar Z with 11 points, a lot in that overtime free throw line. These are definitely unofficial. I think they could be more. Beckstead with 3 with a huge three-pointer in the fourth quarter. Henderson with 8, all in the first half. She looked incredible in that first half. Did what she needed to do in the second half as well. 9 points for Phillips, who came alive really in that second half as well. And Natalie Lemon gets things going with a 14-14 double-double. Miss Double-Double striking again as the Pirates of Westside say, hey, why not us? Why not the Westside Pirates in this one? They'll get the winner of Melba and Declo. This game will be happening here at 7 o'clock tonight. Another game happening at 7 o'clock. It's the boys basketball game for the Westside Pirates against the Bear Lake Bears in the second round of the district tournament. We'll send you right on over there right now. But before we do, we'd like to go ahead and thank all of you. You can catch me tomorrow. The winner of Melba and Declo will take on the Westside Pirates at 7 p.m. on 105.5 KACH. So if you want to go ahead and listen to us again, you can catch me tomorrow at 7 p.m. 24 hours from now, I'll be on the call for another awesome game. On behalf of all of us at mylocalradio.com, including John Beverly, our audio visual technician back in the studio, Val Cook, our executive producer, Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians, and temporarily the voice of the voice of the West Side Pirate Boys tonight, I am Cody Olson, saying thank you so very much. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Pirates get the W, 48-44 in the first round of the district tournament over the Ririe Bulldogs. Didn't quit in the second half and pushed it to overtime after some incredible play. As always, everyone, go Pirates.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!